Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Rookie Card Collector 123 video. Today I'm going to start a new video series where I'm going to profile different categories of vintage baseball cards. Categories would include items such as tobacco cards, candy cards, gum cards, 19th century cards, strip cards, and various other categories that were established by Jefferson Burdick in the original American card catalog. So each video is going to contain one set that I'm going to profile. I'm going to start with the tobacco sets, which I believe are probably one of the most popular issues, specifically the T200 set, probably the number one as far as pre-war vintage baseball sets in terms of popularity to collect. Today's episode, I'm going to start with the 1913 T200 Fatima cigarettes series. And these cards were real photographic team images. They produced cards of all 16 National League and American League teams. So every player from that era, from 1913, from the season who was active, is going to be pictured here, along with each team's manager. Also, some mascots were included in the team images as well. So the 1913 Fatima cards were issued by Leggett and Myers was the name of the tobacco company. A brand of cigarettes they put out was Fatima, and that's the company that's advertised on the back of the cards. The measurements on these are going to be almost postcard size, a little taller than postcards though. So these are going to be 2 5/8 by 4 3/4. Actually a little smaller, a little smaller than postcard size. So 2 5/8 by 4 3/4. And these are glossy, very high gloss quality images, real photographs. And they're on a fairly thin paper stock. They're not on cardboard. So condition of these tends to be usually quite poor, with the most common grades falling in the 1 to 2 kind of range. So if you've got a 3 or higher, that's considered a mid to higher grade card from this series. There's also some that are authentic. For some reason, I've seen quite a few that have like chipped corners completely missing from the cards. Sometimes the chip corner is a bigger chunk than other times. I'm not sure exactly why that was. I don't know exactly how these were included with the cigarettes, but it could have been when you tore the pack of cigarettes open, maybe the cards were very close to the wrapper and sometimes would get torn, pieces would get torn off for that reason. There's a total of 369 different, I mentioned there's all the team players, managers, and mascots. So total individuals pictured on these cards for all 16 teams is going to be 369. There's also a mail-away offer on the back of the cards where you could send away for a oversized 13 by 21. It's a exact same image as on the team card, but it's a larger premium, they called it. So very much an oversized item. 13 by 21 is pretty big. And they did that for all 16 teams. Now, those oversized items are extremely rare. I've only seen a few, maybe a half a dozen to a dozen over the past several years available for auction or on eBay. The rarest card in the set is, for whatever reason, is the Boston Nationals. Not one of the best teams from that season, but or top players really. But I guess either it was in shorter supply or maybe because they were not a good team. I believe they finished near the basement of the National League. Because they were not a good team, maybe people that did end up getting one of those didn't necessarily save it or keep it. But for whatever reason, that's by far the most scarce one And set collectors looking to build a set, that's usually the last one you wind up needing. I've owned two of them over the years, one more recently, the other one many years ago. One highlight with that Boston Nationals card, it includes Rabbit Moranville very early in his career. And his rookie card is really considered to be the 1914, either the Cracker Jack or there's a Polo Grounds, which is a playing game set. So this 1913 image of Moranville predates the traditional rookie card by 1 year, although it's part of a team card, so I do not consider it to be a true rookie card. Other key cards in the set, the other two biggest keys, I would say, are the New York Giants. One reason it includes Christy Mathewson, just before he went off to World War I. And also the key to the Giants card, though, is the earliest professional baseball cataloged card for Jim Thorpe. Again, it's not a true rookie card for Thorpe because it's on a team image, but predates his Sporting News and the various other M101-5 and M101-4 backs that are available from 1916. The Cleveland Naps card is the early card appearance for Joe Jackson. That's also the second highlight to the set. He's with the Cleveland team, 1913, like I said. Also, Napoleon Lajoie, another significant Hall of Famer on there as well. But with Joe Jackson cards being such in limited supply, he really commands the big premium on that Cleveland card. So some main keys, again, Boston Nationals, rare. Cleveland, Joe Jackson, and New York Giants, Jim Thorpe. In addition to those, all the major Hall of Famers from that era are included because all the entire teams are included. So the other major guys we haven't mentioned yet is Ty Cobb on the Tigers card, Honus Wagner on the Pirates card, Walter Johnson with the Washington Senators, Tris Speaker with the Boston Red Sox, Grover Cleveland Alexander with the Philadelphia Nationals. That one could also be considered a rookie or pre-rookie Grover Cleveland Alexander. Very early image from his career. And of course, Christy Mathewson, who I mentioned on the Giants card with Jim Thorpe. So that's kind of some info. Some of the reasons why I enjoy collecting these, the glossy stock, real photographic team images. Many times you can get multiple Hall of Famers on one card, and team cards always tend to be a little less expensive than the individual cards when it comes to pre-war. So it's a way to get a more affordable Jim Thorpe or Joe Jackson, as opposed to trying to find one of their playing days individual cards, which tend to be probably multiple times what the T200 Fatimas would cost. And those are, I mentioned, some of the key players that were included in the set as well. I'm going to show a couple of images or a couple of examples from the set. So the first one is New York Nationals, they call it, which is the New York Giants team. And this one is going to include Mathewson standing in the back row, a little bit to the right of center, and then Jim Thorpe, who's seated in the front row, all the way on the far left. And there's other significant New York players on there as well. Those are the two biggest keys that I wanted to point out. And then I'm going to show you one more image, which is going to be the Cleveland Americans, they call it, the Cleveland Naps, which are named after Napoleon Lajoie, their manager at this point. And the key to this one is going to be Joe Jackson, like I said, before he went to the Chicago White Sox. And this one happens to be graded. This was the best image I could find. The other one was raw. But again, these measure a little smaller than postcard size. They fit nicely in any of the graded company card holders as well. So that's going to wrap up today's episode on this new series I'm doing. I'm going to continue with the tobacco card sets until I finish all the tobacco card releases that I want to cover. Then we'll move on to probably candy cards or gum cards and just move forward from there. I'm hoping to put out an episode maybe every other day or so, so maybe like 3 times a week. I'll do these profiling vintage baseball card episodes. Hope it turns out to be a successful and informative way of presenting some of the sets that I enjoy collecting. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next one.